Hey everybody, how's it going? It's a Daily Shooter, and today we're going to be taking a look at a couple holsters from a company called Black Sails Concealment. As a matter of fact, the owner of Black Sails Concealment is a friend of mine, and she's been making some pretty nice holsters for a while now. So that's what we're going to be checking out today. Stay tuned. Okay, so I've got a couple different holsters here to show you. One for the Smith and Wesson M&P Shield in 9mm and one for the Glock 19. We're going to start off by taking a look at the one for the Glock 19. This is a really nice holster. One of the things that I like about the holsters that she makes is that they are all handmade. So she hand forms them using a foam press and not a vacuum seal. Then she hand sands them and finishes them. So you get basically a handcrafted product. That's one thing that I really like because she has a direct input to every single holster that she sends out to her customers. And she knows that the reputation for her holster company is going to be on the line when she sends it to you, so you know you're going to get something that's really nice. I think that the way that she does her holsters are great too. They are very minimalist style, especially for an appendix holster like this. There are some appendix holsters that I've reviewed in the past that just aren't as minimalist and for some reason have just unnecessary kydex all over the place, and this does not have that. The kydex stops right here at the bottom of the trigger guard, but it does extend slightly past the trigger guard and is rounded really nicely, so you know that you're going to get good protection of that trigger all the way front, back, and to the bottom, which is one of the most important parts of a holster together, is to protect that trigger so that the gun's not going to go off. Another thing is retention. It's got great retention. I really like the retention, and it is adjustable using these two screws right here. So whether or not you like your retention tight or a little bit loose, you know, you can set it up to your preference. But it fits in there really well. I just got lucky because I actually did not ask her for one with the RMR, but for some reason my RMR fits in there perfect. As you can see, it does have a sweat guard, and typically when I get holsters that have a sweat guard, it kind of rubs into the RMR, and I can't get this to fit. Her holster design fits perfect with my RMR. I also decided to go with this belt clip. This is a nice belt clip. I like this especially for appendix carry because if I'm going to be doing something like maybe going to the restroom or something, you can really easily reach down, pull this up, remove the holster, move it to somewhere safer, and, you know, still keep it holstered while you're, you know, doing your business, right? Still, really nice holsters, very nice design. There's not really too much you can say. They are well-made holsters that don't cost an arm and a leg. You know, I've reviewed some holsters in the past where an inside the waistband kydex appendix carry holster will cost you $60 to $75. I mean, they get really, really expensive. Hers are $45 for a single color. So I think that's a really good price. Or outside the waistband holsters for a single color are only $60. So that's even a lot less than a lot of other companies. Okay, now let's go ahead and take a look at the holster for the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield. This is a very nice holster, and again, just like the Glock 19, it doesn't have any extra kydex sticking out anywhere that you don't want it. It's very minimalist, and that's one thing that I really like. As a matter of fact, it only uses just this one screw right here to adjust your retention, and that screw works perfect. It keeps the holster in. It really kind of gives you an extra little pinch on the front of the trigger guard right here, so the trigger guard isn't going to travel forward, and it's not going to pull out unless you want it to pull out. So it gives you that perfect retention that you're looking for, and you know, I like it a lot. Right now I have it a little bit harder retention because I was kind of running around with this thing the other day. As a matter of fact, I took this holster and this gun out for a review for the Strike Industries EMP +2 base plate right here. It's +2 for 9mm and +1 for 40, and I'll have that review up soon. I did an unboxing and installation of this recently. But anyway, I had this gun and this holster out, and I was having a great time with it. This holster is fantastic. It's got a full-size sweat guard on it. As you can see right here, it does cover the entire slide of the pistol, which is especially nice on the Shield because the Shield has those very aggressive slide serrations, those scales that really help you get a good grip on the slide. Those things can kind of eat into you. Now, again, this is an appendix carry holster, so I have kind of the same setup, except this one's set up at the 7 o'clock position. The other one has, the other holster has some different holes in it as well, so you can change the angle of it. This one right here is set at that 7-degree angle, and the reason that you might be noticing that I'm not wearing an appendix in the video is just for your sake. I didn't want to wear this appendix and show you guys the holster and also show you at the same time my crotch. I doubt a lot of people out there want to sit here and stare at my crotch, so I put this thing over at the 3 and 4 o'clock position for the video, and it was surprisingly comfortable there as well. The retention again was great. It wasn't kind of leaning forward or back. This is a very small and light pistol, so it doesn't really do that. Like if you were going to be carrying a full-size Glock 17 or something like that, you might get a little bit of a tilt front and back if you're moving around with an appendix holster. But a gun like this with an appendix holster on my 3 and 4 o'clock position was also still very comfortable. So really nice holsters, nice kydex. It's very thick, cut well. She does a great job on her designs, and she has a lot of stuff to offer. I'm going to put a link in the description box where you guys can find her. She doesn't have a full website yet. Right now she's working through Instagram, so if you guys can follow her or you want to follow her, at Black Sails Concealment on Instagram. Again, I'll put a link down in the description box, or you can just email her directly at blacksailsconcealment@yahoo.com. And if you want something that's a little bit more, I guess you could say personalized of a Kydex instead of just a single color, go ahead and let her know, and I'm sure you guys can work together on that. Anyway, pretty cool holsters, great price, handmade, made in the USA, good friend of mine. Follow her, help her out. Really appreciate it. Thank you all very much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Have a great day.